What's going on? It's Jack and Maisie. Of course, we are out getting our morning steps at the moment, but today I'm gonna take you guys through a full day of eating for me. Currently on my bulk at 3,500 calories. It ends up being about 430 grams of carbs, about 100 grams of fat, and then 220 grams of protein. So those are my current macros I'm gonna try to hit. This morning we started with a protein shake. We have a cup and a half of almond milk. I use the unsweetened almond milk. It's about 30 calories per cup. And we're gonna add 2 scoops of Transparent Labs isolate protein. So the difference between an isolate and a concentrate is essentially the amount of protein. So a concentrate has about 24 grams of protein per scoop, and an isolate has about 28. The isolate is a little bit more refined, so that's why it has a little bit more protein. But otherwise, yeah, we're down here getting a walk in. Oh, and we also had a banana. Also, the reason I use Transparent Labs is a combination of a few things. So one, it is higher protein and one of the few companies that does have an isolate option. It also, for me, with the sensitive stomach, it's really easy on my stomach. It has no added sweeteners or added flavoring, so it goes down really well and it doesn't cause me any bloating. And last thing, of course, code Perez saves you 10% and helps support me. If you guys do want to pick some up, I recommend the oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. It's my favorite right now, 2 scoops every morning. But we also have a banana, and yeah, we're just gonna be out here getting our steps in. So otherwise, yeah, I'll catch you guys at home for the first real meal. Also, I forgot to mention the total calories for meal 1. It's 390 calories. It is 32 grams of carbs, only 4 grams of fat, and 59 grams of protein. A very high protein way to start off the day. Puppy, say hi to the camera, Maisie. Yeah. Yeah, puppy. Paper. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We are back from the walk, and I did do a little bit of computer work. Now we're gonna go ahead and have our first meal of the day. It is a classic that I have on my channel as well as just in my day-to-day life on a daily basis. It is potatoes and some eggs. There's some egg whites over here as well as 1 whole egg. But the big thing here is it's a potato. We're gonna cook that in the air fryer with a little salt and pepper. And we're gonna have 1 egg and some egg whites and then a little bit of feta cheese on top. Absolutely delicious. I swear I eat this. I mean, shoot, I probably had this on the menu for myself probably like 5 or 6 months now, and I don't really get sick of it. And I do track now everything, I weigh everything out. And what I recommend for a lot of clients, as well as you guys watching this, is to gamify it a little bit. So I have the scale right now zeroed out, and we're kind of playing a guessing game, essentially, to make it a little bit more fun. I try to guess the weight of the potato before I actually weigh it. So this is not gonna be 400 grams. My guess is gonna be like let's say 385 is what I'm guessing this is. So we're gonna set it down, 379. Wow, that's actually really close. Dang, only 6 grams off. So it kind of makes it fun so I can kind of guess the potatoes. Also, what I like to do is go ahead, put your bowl on there. So I need 200 grams of egg whites. So what I like to do is go ahead and, well, 2 things. I'm gonna get ready for the second. So I know this egg white's gonna run out, but what I like to do, I like to cover the grams. I want 200 grams. So I kind of cover it up and I eyeball it and see. It takes practice, but I do eventually get pretty good at eyeballing it. So I guess that's probably about 50. That's probably close to 200. All right, 196. I know you guys, please trust me, but it says 196. So me pouring just by my eyeball, I was about 6 grams off my potato and 4 grams off of my egg whites. That is just a little bit fun game for me to make sure that like as I track, I'm enjoying it and not just thinking it's monotonous, but also practicing. So, and when I eventually do want to get away from tracking and weighing everything out further down the road, obviously after my bodybuilding show and stuff, I have a good idea of what things look like. And then obviously we need 1 egg in here, which we're gonna do a one-handed crack. So gamify it a little bit, make it fun. But now we gotta cut up our potatoes, cook our eggs, and we'll have our breakfast. Now potatoes are in the air fryer at 400 degrees for about 12 minutes. Now we got our eggs and cheese in the pan. So as you guys just saw, essentially what I do is I put an ingredient on the scale, I zero the scale and then pour the ingredients out. So then when I put the whatever it is, the ingredient back on the scale, it tells me exactly how much I poured out. That's a little trick I use to measure things out rather than having to like pour it into a bowl that's on the scale. Throw something on the scale, zero it, pour some out, see how much you poured out. Easy way to do it. And just like that, we have our second meal of the day, what I pretty much call breakfast. I think the protein shake is pretty much just a snack more than anything. Oh, Maisie's coming over. But I'll go ahead and read off the macros real quick for you guys. So this meal comes out to be 698 calories. It is 93 grams of carbs, 18 grams of fat, and 40 grams of protein. That is for 200 grams of egg beaters, one large egg, about 380 grams of potatoes. We also have some feta cheese mixed in there, one serving of 28 grams. And then also the orange juice, which is 8 ounces or one serving of orange juice on the side. And yeah, pretty much we're gonna dig into this real quick. This is probably, like I said, one of my favorite meals of the day. I am very hungry, so I'm gonna dig in. And today's actually an off day from the gym, but I'll go ahead and show you guys what I do in terms of recovery. So we're gonna head out to the garage after I eat this, let that digest, do a little bit more computer work, head out to the garage, show you guys kind of like my mobility or recovery day routine. But I'm gonna eat this first, I'll check with you guys later. I'm getting ready to do my mobility and stretching routine, but I'm keeping things consistent just like I would on a regular workout day. I'm having 2 Rice Krispie Treats and an apple. For me, I'm a creature of habit. I like consistency in my life to some extent. So I'm still gonna eat this. This would normally be my pre-workout snack, but this is gonna be my pre-mobility and stretching snack instead because I do eat the same amount of calories every day of the week. I don't have like a high carb or low carb day if I'm training or not. I sometimes do that on a cut, but since I'm bulking, I keep everything the same. This meal comes out to be 275 calories, 59 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fat, and 0 grams of protein. Normally this is quick carbs for a good pump, but today we're gonna eat this because I enjoy Rice Krispie Treats and an apple, and then we'll go into our stretching mobility routine. Now it's time to stretch, do some mobility, so I keep this very simple. I don't think you need to take a lot of time with this. I try to do it at least twice a week, but I pretty much have a flow I go through. I'll show you guys obviously a little sped up. But yeah, I don't know what any of these terms are called. I know one of them is downward dog, one of them it might be scorpion or cat cow or something, but basically I like do a whole body mobility flow. I'll also do a squat hold, just like bottom of the squat, and some dead hangs at the very, very end. But for now, yeah, I'm just gonna go through the mobility routine, show you guys exactly what it is, the motions I go through, and yeah, that's about it. And then from here, honestly, probably just hold this squat position for maybe 4 to 5 minutes. Do some dead hangs, hold those for pretty much as long as I can, 2 or 3 times, and then maybe cycle through the whole thing again. Really depends on how I feel that day. I'm feeling pretty good today, so I don't think I'll do it more than once or twice, but on days where I'm feeling really, really stiff, I might do it 3 or 4 times. It doesn't take much, hopefully just around like 5 to 10 minutes. Obviously, the more rounds you do, the longer it takes. This is definitely something I need to work on as well, so the fact that I'm kind of recording it today, putting it out there that I need to do this at least 2 or 3 times a week is something that hopefully hold me accountable. But yeah, I warm up properly for my workout, so I should probably do the same thing as far as recovery outside the gym as well. I'll go through that full mobility flow probably one more time, and then we'll head inside and get some food. It's now time for some lunch. I don't even know, I think this is like the fourth meal of the day. I don't know. Honestly, I have a lot of meals throughout the day. As you see, some are full meals, some are snacks, but this is a bigger meal where I have chicken thighs, pretty much as a Chipotle bowl. So we need rice, beans, chicken thighs, all that good stuff. If you haven't had chicken thighs, I don't know why I was so skeptical of chicken thighs when I first started eating healthy. I was like, oh, you have to have chicken breasts or nothing else. But I swear like the flavor of chicken thighs, even though it does have a little bit more fat and calories, it's so worth it to me. So we're gonna measure out 6 ounces of chicken thighs right here. That was exactly 3 on the dot. And then, boom. 6.05 ounces of chicken thighs right there. We're also gonna throw some of this famous Dave's chicken rub on there. This is my go-to seasoning. I just pick it up from Kroger, super simple. So now what we need to do is, season up our chicken, put it in the air fryer, hit it with some non-stick. I always cook all my chicken thighs for 12 minutes at 365 degrees and flip halfway. Also, while our chicken is cooking, we'll go ahead and get the rest of our ingredients heated up. We have Uncle Ben's rice right here. This is basmati rice, 90 seconds to the microwave. Also have some black beans, 30 seconds to the microwave. And And it's pretty much these two ingredients plus some salsa and cheese I have out already, and that's the meal. Also, we're gonna add a bell pepper to this meal. As you guys see, we got a yellow pepper cut up, because even though we're on bulk, we still need to get our fruits and vegetables in. And here we have our, once again, this is normally my post-workout meal. That's what I call it, my post-workout meal, post-mobility meal. We have our rice, beans, chicken thighs, 1 serving of our reduced fat cheese, as well as some salsa on there. We're gonna have a bag of Doritos on the side, because balance. Everything's okay in moderation. I tell all my clients, I think 80-20 is a great rule. 80% whole foods, 20% what you wanna call junk foods, whatever it is. I'm probably closer to like the 95-5, but I do like to have a thing of Doritos with my Chipotle bowl. Also, we have some creatine right here. The biggest thing with creatine, I take this every day, 5 grams every single day. The biggest thing is to make sure it's creatine monohydrate is the main ingredient. So we're gonna go ahead and dry scoop this. Why? Because I just feel like it. I don't feel like getting another cup dirty, so. Boom. Boom, 5 grams every day, that easy. I personally always do it post-workout, but it doesn't matter what time you actually take it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dig into this. I'm not gonna show you guys me eating, because I actually got comments saying they don't wanna see me eat. I don't know if you guys do or don't wanna see me actually eat the meals. But yeah, they do get eaten. Oh, I need to read off the macros too for you guys. So also the pepper I cut up earlier is now gone. I ate that as the chicken was cooking. But for this entire meal, the Doritos, the bell pepper, and the bowl, it comes out to be 1,032 calories, 133 grams of carbs, 33 grams of fat, and 58 grams of protein. This is what I call a bulking meal. 1,000 calories in one meal. Yeah, it's a lot, but I need to eat a lot to gain weight, and yeah, that's the goal right now. We're in a building phase, trying to get up to about 180 by the end of the year. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of food, a lot of eating. We're gonna down this. We're gonna take Maisie on a longer WALK after I eat this, and then we have a couple meals left for the rest of the day. But yeah, most of my day, pretty typical. I spend a lot of time at the computer. I got a couple cool projects I'm working on. Yeah, including food, including apparel. So I'm at my computer a lot of the day with client work, all that kind of stuff, emails, designs, graphics, all that kind of stuff. So I do spend most of my time at the desk, so I like to get out on walks a lot. So that's where I'm gonna take Maisie later on. No workouts today, some mobility and a lot of walking. But yeah, so far we are at, let's see, about 6,500 steps for the day. Hopefully get that up to 12,000. But yeah, I'm gonna take her, probably leave the camera here for this second walk. I'll check with you guys at the next meal. Cheers. Maisie and I just got back from our second walk of the day. This one was a little bit longer. We went downtown and walked along the river, which I have never done with her, so that was pretty fun. Now it's time to have a little smoothie. I need my micronutrients for the day, so we've got our spinach, our almond milk, we got some frozen berries. This is the blueberry, strawberry, mango mix, and we got some honey. As you guys can probably tell throughout today, it's pretty basic. I normally stick to the basics. I do like to make recipes every now and again. Obviously, that's a lot of what the channel is. But throughout my day-to-day life, I don't have the time. I wish I did to make recipes for every single meal. But sometimes we keep it super basic, like a smoothie, just some fruit, spinach, almond milk, and honey. Nothing special, nothing too crazy. So we'll go ahead and measure all this out. We're using 1.5 servings of our fruit, 1.5 servings of our almond milk, 1 serving of spinach, and then half a serving of honey as well. And there we have our smoothie. This is absolutely packed full of my micronutrients for the day, a serving of vegetables, a serving and a half of fruit. This smoothie comes out to be 207 calories, 40 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fat, and 4 grams of protein. Honestly, this is pretty much just for the micronutrients, not necessarily for the protein. But yeah, I'm gonna down this. I'm also very warm from the walk, so this is gonna taste absolutely delicious now that it's nice and cold. I'll give you guys a quick look at the puppy. A little tired from our walk? Huh? She's a little tired from our walk, but she loves the cold tile. It's very, very cold, so she'll kind of lay there, get her rest in. She just got her dinner and got some water as well. So we're gonna relax, recover, cool down. I've got a little bit more work to do, and I'll see you guys at dinner. Peace. How tired are you, huh? She's very tired. That is the sign of one tired puppy. Did you have a good day so far? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the final meal of the day. Here we have some pasta, what I'm calling my meat sauce, and then a little bit of cheese on top. So yeah, this is no cooking involved. This is just microwave for 2 minutes, stir halfway. But if I haven't made this on the channel before, which I think I have, basically all you do is cook up pasta per the package instructions. Then you cook up some ground beef. This happens to be 90-10, but you can go leaner, like 96-4 if you want a little bit less fat and less calories. And then you just pour a can of pretty much any red sauce or any pasta sauce into the ground beef. Let that simmer for a little bit, thicken up into like a true meat sauce, and then yeah, meal prep a little bit. I just threw the cheese on after we microwaved it. So yeah, pretty simple 4-ingredient meal right here. I'll read off the macros, the final macros for the entire day as well. This pasta meal comes out to be 948 calories, 98 grams of carbs, 30 grams of fat, and 68 grams of protein. And that brings the total of the day to 3,550 calories, 455 grams of carbs, 93 grams of fat, and 229 grams of protein. As I said earlier in the day, my goal was 3,500 calories, so about 50 calories over, which is very close. And it was, I think, 430 carbs, 100 fat, and then 220 protein. So we're a little bit high on protein and carbs, lower on fat, which is not a big deal. If anything, I would say that's better than what I had planned out before. But every day is not perfect. Find meals that work for you. I also got, I think, 4 servings of fruit. We had a banana, an apple, and then the smoothie, and then vegetables. We had the peppers and the spinach. I would sometimes eat carrots with this meal, but I'll be honest, I've been eating so much food lately. My appetite is like non-existent. Like this is even gonna be a little bit of work to get down, but I'm currently trying to bulk. I need to hit 180. I think my coach wants me to hit it by the end of the year. So I've got, I think like 4 months to put on about 5 pounds, which doesn't sound like a lot, but the fact that I'm kind of struggling at it as is to put on weight and eat enough food, it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge, but I'm up for it. I want that muscle growth before my competition next fall, so part of the deal. Also, Maisie is absolutely zonked right now. I think we probably ended up getting like 15,000 steps. We had a nice long walk down on the river earlier today downtown. So yeah, she has been basically asleep since we've been back, so that's good. Make sure the puppy gets plenty of exercise and steps. But yeah, overall today was a great day in my opinion, very productive. It was more computer work, so I didn't get you guys to show a ton, but once again, this is a full day of eating. Showed you guys exactly what I ate, what I did today in terms of like health and fitness. We did a little mobility and stretching, but yeah, very productive day on the computer. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming by the end of the year, but I'm gonna dig into this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Also, we're gonna watch a movie tonight because we got a little bit of extra time before I go to bed. Leave one of your top movies in the last like month or 2 down below because I'm running out of movie ideas. I scroll through Netflix for like a half hour before I pick any. So put your favorite movie down in the comments below. So hopefully I have some more ideas to watch movies. My family's out of town this week. Pretty much just me hanging out with the dog, doing some work here and there. But yeah, otherwise, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys next time. Maisie's asleep, but peace.